What's up, folks? Welcome to the channel. I'm Don. This is Rock of the Country. I am doing a subscriber request. Sandra Turner, shout out to you. Thank you for this. At least I think you're a subscriber. But you requested that I do Marty Robbins' song, This Much a Man. And I don't know this song, so it's a true reaction. So let's see what Marty's got for us. I've done a bunch of Marty's songs, probably 10 or 12 on the channel over the years. Here we go. I wouldn't have known it was him by that beginning.
Janet, I believe that it's about time that we stop and talk things over. There's a lot of things about life, Janet, you're too young to understand.
My sister's name is Janet. She's younger.
You think life with me is like a field of clover. I can satisfy you now, but I won't always be this much a man. Janet, there's not too much chance that we're gonna make it through this life together. And the reason I'm believing is there's more than 20 years between our age.
Oh, there you go. Yup.
Right now skies are blue, but later on will come the stormy weather. Life is like a book, and let me tell you, Janet, I've read every page.
I relate to that.
You find satisfaction and contentment just lying here in my embrace. But let me tell you once again, you'll wake up some morning and be looking in some old and wrinkled face.
Bingo.
But I can't make you understand when you're lying here and crying like you're crying now. And it's hard to think while kissing you when no one else can kiss me like you can.
Yeah.
And all the time you're trying to reassure me that my youth ain't dying now.
I will.
That I'll never be too old, that I'll always be this much a man. You keep on telling me that you don't expect no more from life than I can give. Janet, I'm just fool enough to try to be that big a fool, if that's the way you think you want to live. Janet, I'm just fool enough to try to be that big a fool, if that's the way you think you want to live.
That is a perfect encapsulation of the difference between human beings and animals right there. We think about things like this. We are aware of our impending death, and we, at some point in life, we become aware that we're going to die one day. And we tend to keep it in the background. We don't talk about it at parties, and and most people don't think about it enough. It doesn't inform their decisions in life enough, because that would help keep us in balance. The good times wouldn't be as high, the low times wouldn't be as low, because it's all going to come to an end at some point. That's just true. So that can inform how we relate to what's going on in life now anyhow, and that's a really wonderful asset to have that knowledge. On the other hand, unlike in the animal kingdom, where like if a younger lioness and the older lion, and he says, no, we're going for this here. He's not thinking, and she's not thinking, oh, but we're going to die one day, and I'm going to get old, and I'm going to get wrinkly. And I can relate to this way too well, because after my divorce, and I was kind of ready to start thinking about dating again, and I'm not into being a cliche. I don't want to be a cliche. I don't use cliches. And I didn't want to just go out and get a trophy, somebody who's 20 years younger than me, for the simple reason of everything he said in this song. I didn't want to do it to her. I didn't want to do it to me, because, okay, at the time I was like 50, and let's say went with like a 35-year-old. She's 15 years younger than me. Well, when I'm 70, she's going to be 50. There's going to come a time when I'm wrinkled. That's going to mess with me. In fact, just the thought of it ahead of time messed with me, that I can, and maybe it's pride, but I can't be the old, wrinkly, non-performing guy for you when, let's say you're 40 and I'm 65. Let's say there's a 25-year difference. In this song, it was 20. Well, it's going to be one of these blows to my ego when that time arrives. And I'm going to be wondering at some point, are you going to leave me? All of those things are very real. And from a guy's standpoint, and I know relationships that have worked where, women look at men differently than men look at women. I mean, love is pain, and pain is pain, joy is joy, but it's for different reasons. And contrary to today's political correct nonsense, women are women, men are men. There is a difference between them. Genetically, there's a difference. So in any case, in the context of this song, a woman may feel safe. And from my experience in life coaching, personal coaching, and just life generally, women's primary thing isn't the way we look. It's to feel safe with their man, emotionally, financially, and in other ways, but to feel safe. A man's considerations are somewhat different, without going into all those, but hotness is a big one. But for Marty, the person who wrote the song here, he identified it so well that you can't see it, but there's going to come a time where we're not going to make it through this life together. And my concern too was like, how fair is it to her, the younger one, that even though you feel safe and good about me now because I may be this 50-year-old man capable of stuff, what happens when 25 years from now, when I'm 75, and let's say you're 50 and you're fully capable of getting around and I'm a geezer? It's not fair to her. And and we know as we get older too, what can happen, where in this case, the woman could lose interest. Interest doesn't stay the same. Commitment doesn't stay commitment, necessarily. So, yeah, this one got me going because there were a couple of women that were younger and I was not looking for it, but I love them dearly, and we never dated, and we were very open about this too, that like the age difference, and it didn't matter to them, but in my mind I'm thinking, yeah, there's the beauty factor and the youth factor, which I like a lot, but I'm aware of how life goes and I don't want to inflict boredom or wrinkles or some other type of thing on you. But there were some women that personality wise I clicked with, beyond belief, just like, and but I was glad that we were open about it. And there were no tears about it because we never even made out. We never even kissed, but it was completely there. And of course, sometimes I wonder, did I screw up by not pursuing? But I don't think so. It wouldn't necessarily have been fair because, even if the relationship went along, and I think this was alluded to, it wasn't stated, but one of the allusions in this song was that we won't make it through this life together. One of the impartations was, you may leave me, become dissatisfied with the decrepit old man I become. But the other part of it is that she's going to become a widow and have to live the final 20 or 30 years of her life starting over or never starting again. And that's just something that he understood in this song, the wisdom. What is the expression? The problem with youth is it's wasted on the young, and the problem with wisdom is it's wasted on the old. And I don't know if it's necessarily wasted. In this song, it wasn't. He decided to body up and own up to it as much as he wanted to be with her because nobody could kiss him like her. And he felt a certain way out of love and fairness and kindness, awareness to her. He's like, it's not going to be this way. But he didn't exactly walk away in the end of the song either. So you could feel his being torn, but, purposely getting rid of a relationship because of an age difference when the love is there and the attraction is there, that is brutal. Is it the right thing to do? I don't know. Animals don't have this problem. We, the human race, a different type of animal, do. So there we go. Oh, Sandra. Oh, I'm going to rate that song? My God. Well, I just replayed part of my life, didn't I? The brutal honesty. I mean, instrumentally, there was nothing spectacular, but thematically, Jesus. I'm going to do a straight 9 on that one. Instrumentation was nothing, really. Nothing over the top here. And that wasn't Marty's style anyway. But the lyrics, oh, that sliver of life, that one situation in life, fleshed it out perfectly. And I felt it. I felt pain in this. Oh, God. But there you go. So, Sandra, thank you for that request, and we'll go from there. Leave your comments, folks. I know you're going to have them on this one. There you go. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.